The tone is somber, the stakes are high, and from the very first second you're hooked. There haven't been many significant events in video game history, like the trailer for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim being released. The internet couldn't take the amazing event that occurred on a frigid November day in 2011, a realm full of dragons, old manuscripts, and endless exploration was about to be unveiled. Many people consider The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim to be among the most famous and significant video games ever made. The game, developed by Bethesda Game Studios and released in 2011, was well received by critics for its extensive open world, compelling narrative, and intricate role-playing elements. In addition to receiving positive reviews, Skyrim has achieved significant success financially, with over 60 million copies sold worldwide. Because of its ongoing appeal, it has been reissued many times on different platforms, keeping it current for more than 10 years. Because of the game's adaptability and the widespread modding community, it has managed to stay interesting and captivating for both new players and die-hard aficionados. Skyrim has made a lasting impression on gaming culture with its expansive vistas, never-ending missions, and unforgettable narrative, cementing its status as a legendary game that draws gamers from all over the globe.
The defeat was merely a delay.
As we delve deeper into why Skyrim's trailer had such an explosive effect, it's essential to understand the game's significance in the gaming world and how it captured the imagination of millions. The forecasts of old predicted the certain reappearance of an erstwhile power. What many considered to be their last loss turned out to be just a brief respite. Their comeback was connected to the ramifications of what happened when Oblivion opened, a terrible period in global history. The Sons of Skyrim have finally had their chance to ascend, but it will cost them dearly. Brother against brother and blood all over the place as a result of their triumph. When the forces of destiny unite, Skyrim's future hangs in the balance, and only the Dragonborn can put a stop to the mayhem. Either a new future will be forged during this chaotic period, or all that the Nords hold dear will be completely destroyed. Will Skyrim's population remain together, or will their differences destroy their world?
Daggerfall is a game where so much of it is a giant procedural world.
In 1996, Bethesda Softworks released The Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall, altering the RPG landscape with its massive procedural world created solely by the CPU. Imagine exploring a large universe where every feature has been methodically produced, allowing players to build characters with distinct strengths and weaknesses. This groundbreaking method laid the groundwork for future masterpieces such as Skyrim. In 1998, I took over as project leader for The Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. While we attempted to combine adventure, action, and RPG components, the game did not resonate as we had planned, making it one of the last DOS-based releases. This taught us a crucial lesson. In order to engage our audience, we needed to embrace bold ideas and push the limits of creativity.
Hey, you're finally awake.
But the true allure of Skyrim wasn't just in its size and scope, it was in the ancient prophecy that foretold of its dark times and the rise of a new hero. The Dragonborn. You awaken blearily, confused, and find yourself confined with strangers in the rear of a wooden wagon. You are confused, but a prisoner next to you reveals that you were also trapped in an Imperial ambush. You had no idea that destiny had brought you into this battle. You were only trying to get over the border. While he talks, he gestures to the other people on the cart. One is a thief, while the others are Stormcloaks, ferocious warriors who are rebels opposing Imperial authority. He claims that since the uprising started, the previously tranquil region of Skyrim has become chaotic, and you are caught up in the chaos now, whether you wanted to or not. Even though things are dire, you feel a stirring sense of destiny, independence, and revolt that suggests this is only the start of a far greater journey. The prophecy set the stage, but Skyrim wasted no time in immersing players in its world, beginning with the iconic moment of awakening in the back of a prisoner's cart. According to old predictions, a great power will eventually emerge again, indicating the resurgence of a long-dormant force. These troops' first loss was really a momentary setback and not a definitive win. A new period of strife loomed over Skyrim as the realm of Oblivion unleashed its destruction onto the globe. Once unified, the sons of the country were now doomed to turn against one another, leaving a legacy of violence and civil strife that would mar the territories they had vowed to defend. With groups vying for supremacy and survival, Skyrim's future was in jeopardy. The prophecy predicted the coming of a hero who would rise from the turmoil to bring balance back and take on the ancient enemy as darkness approached. The future of the whole realm would depend on this hero, the Dragonborn, as they rose to fulfill their destiny.
He was once one of them, the Dragon Priest.
From this humble beginning, players quickly realized they were part of a much larger story, one tied to the fate of the Dragonborn and his connection to the dragons. He was formerly numbered among them, a renowned warrior associated with the dragon's ethereal might. He allied himself with the dragons, channeling their power, and was well known for his tremendous strength and affinity for the ancient beings. However, things have changed, and what was once a powerful link has now become far more hazardous. This erstwhile buddy now finds himself destined to stand against the dragons who have returned and are endangering the same earth they once flew over. His tale is entwined with the old prophecy, and as the Dragonborn, he is the only one with the ability to defeat the hideous beings he was formerly associated with. His future is now obvious in a world ripped apart by conflict and violence. In order to save Skyrim from being completely destroyed, he must face his history and use the ancient dragon power.
Right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
As the story unfolded, the Dragonborn would face not only his enemies, but also his past, and the journey truly began with finding the right gear to survive the chaos ahead. In the back of a cart, your wrists shackled in the bitter cold of the northern air stinging at your flesh, you slowly come to. You are confused, but a prisoner next to you points you that you were captured attempting to cross the border. Like him, you were caught in the commotion when the Imperials assaulted you. He condemns the Stormcloaks, holding them responsible for the unrest that Skyrim is experiencing, and points out another guy in the cart, a thief. He mutters about how life in the Empire was calm before the rebellion started, before the Stormcloaks stirred up trouble. Now that a civil war is sweeping through the center of Skyrim, the once stable kingdom is in disarray. You may not have wanted to get involved in the fight, but you're sucked into the thick of it and can't get out of it now. What part will you play in this drama that is developing? Time will tell.
There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these bones.
With armor equipped and destiny calling, the adventure that began in a cart leads to a world of endless possibilities, where every choice shapes the fate of Skyrim itself. As you both recover your breath after the mayhem that just happened, he replies, "We need to keep moving." Looking around, you are confused yet determined. He comes over, bending down and adjusting the wrist restraints. "Let me get these off you." The shackles come off with a swift pull, giving you your first taste of freedom. He points into the chamber. "Look about you. There ought to be an abundance of equipment for you to choose from. I'll try to locate anything beneficial for us." Looking around, you see the ruins of a battlefield lying at your feet. Armor and weapons were lying about, waiting to be taken. Though you know this is only the beginning, the anxiety in the air is palpable. You are going to embark on a trip into a world full of rebels, dragons, and old prophecies armed with modern gear. It's time to be ready for the future. And so, your journey begins. Armed and ready, you step into a world filled with danger, adventure, and destiny. The choices you make will shape the fate of Skyrim. Will you rise to the challenge? See you in Skyrim. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into gaming history. And if you want to see how another game trailer thrived like the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim trailer, check out the next video.